durchgeführt. Sie finden jedoch alle wichtigen Informationen auf Englisch, Französisch und Deutsch in den Pressemappen. Da die Auslosung aufgezeichnet wird, bitten wir Sie, Ihr Handy auszuschalten und bis zum Ende der Auslosung sitzen zu bleiben. Zudem bitten wir alle Clubvertreter, nach Abschluss der Auslosung noch etwa 15 Minuten für die Medien zur Verfügung zu stehen. Wir bitten alle Clubvertreter außerdem, sich nach der Auslosung mit ihren Gegnern zu tauschen.
Mesdames et messieurs, le tirage au sort de l'UEFA Europa League commencera dans 5 minutes. Nous vous invitons à prendre place dans l'auditorium. La cérémonie du tirage au sort aura lieu en anglais, mais vous trouverez toutes les informations nécessaires dans le dossier de presse en anglais, français et allemand. Comme le tirage au sort sera enregistré, nous vous prions de bien vouloir éteindre vos téléphones mobiles et de rester assis jusqu'à la fin du tirage au sort. À la fin du tirage au sort, nous invitons tous les clubs à se tenir à disposition des médias pendant environ 30 minutes. Nous invitons également tous les clubs à rencontrer leur adversaire après le tirage au sort.
Good afternoon. It's a pleasure for me to welcome all of you, ladies and gentlemen, to the House of European Football here in Nyon for the UEFA Europa League quarter-final draw. It's great to see so many of the club representatives here with us today. Greetings as well goes to everyone watching the draw ceremony around the world. There was entertainment galore in the round of 16 with plenty of drama and a number of matches decided in the very last minutes as well, while there were no shortage of goals. Knockout football can be cagey at times, but that was certainly not the case in the last round, with 50 goals being scored in 16 games, and that is an average of an exciting 3.1 goals per game. The final one of those goals went the way of Slavia Prague in the final minute of extra time, which gave them a stunning 4-3 victory on the night and knocked five-time champion Sevilla out of the competition. This is the side from the Czech Republic's first appearance in the quarterfinals in almost 20 years. Meanwhile, Gonçalo Guedes scored with virtually the last kick of the game for Valencia in the last 8 and break FC Krasnodar's dreams of a first-ever quarter-final appearance. Meanwhile, Benfica, who are making a record-breaking 5th quarter-final appearance in this competition, also left it very late to beat the spirited challenge of GNK Dinamo in extra time. So, we're now down to just 8 teams who are still in contention to lift this trophy right here at the Olympic Stadium in Baku on May 29th. Until then, the excitement of an intense season continues, with each new round bringing with it plenty of drama and suspense as well. Let's take a look at action from all of the teams who have progressed this far and also get a flavor for Baku, the city which is hosting the final. Baku is the final destination. So much great action in the last rounds. More to come now in the quarterfinals. So we are ready to start the draw. And to lead the proceedings, please welcome on stage UEFA's Deputy General Secretary, Giorgio Marchetti. Giorgio.
Thank you, Pedro, and a very warm welcome to Nyon, to every one of you for this draw ceremony. I would also like to extend the greetings from the UEFA President, Alexander Ceferin. We are all looking forward to finding out what clashes today's draw will give us. 6 different national associations are represented in the quarterfinals, with England and Spain both having 2 clubs in the last 8. There are 3 clubs who started out in the group stage who are yet to taste defeat in this competition. These clubs are Chelsea, who out of the 8 clubs remaining have scored the most goals, 25. Eintracht Frankfurt, who are making their first appearance at this stage of the competition in almost a quarter of a century, and Villarreal, who are looking to win this trophy for the first time. Congratulations to all of you for going 10 games each without defeat so far. There are also 4 previous winners of this trophy left in the competition: Chelsea, Eintracht, Frankfurt, Napoli and Valencia. But as there will be many twists and turns before the final in Baku, Arsenal, Benfica, Slavia Praha and Villarreal will all believe they have every chance of lifting this trophy for the very first time. We have seen how competitive and unpredictable the UEFA Europa League can be, and as the winners know, they also qualify for next year's UEFA Champions League. So, the time has arrived for the draw, but first of all let me introduce our special guest who will be helping us to determine the quarter-final pairings. He enjoyed an outstanding career and lifted the trophy in 2002 with Feyenoord, while also having a successful career with numerous clubs across the continent. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome on stage the UEFA Europa League ambassador Pierre van Hooijdonk. Hi Pierre, welcome with us. Thank you very much. So you had the chance to play and score twice in the remarkable final in 2002 against Borussia Dortmund. So what are your memories of that match?
Oh, although it's quite a long time ago, I remember still every single minute of it, especially scoring 2 goals, 1 penalty and 1 free kick. Yeah, will always be in a special place in my heart.
Yes, and it was a special place for you because you had the chance to play that final at home in the stadium in Rotterdam, so it must have been even more special.
Yeah, I think that was a big advantage. In any other stadium in Europe, I don't think we would have won it.
Well, you never know, but certainly playing at home was a special circumstance for you and your teammates. Now, it's, among the 8 clubs left in this competition, only one is a club where you played for, Benfica. Do you think Benfica has chances, and what about the other clubs?
Benfica did really well last night, winning 3-0. And I just hope that they are able to win a trophy again after such a long time. But they got a lot of competition because very a lot of strong teams in the last 8.
Yes, we could see it in the round of 16, and we can see from the list. So thank you very much, Pierre. We are getting ready for the draw, and now I give you a very quick reminder of the technical procedure. As you know, this is a draw which is completely open with no country protection, no seeding, and no other special conditions. The 8 balls containing the names of the quarter-finalists are all placed already here, and they will be shuffled before being drawn. The first team drawn as the one playing the first match at home against the other team, and the same procedure is repeated for the 4 quarter-finals. I just would like to inform you that Arsenal and Chelsea cannot play at home on the same night as decided by the relevant authorities. So, should both clubs be drawn with the same sequence, either home or away, the fixture of Arsenal FC will be reversed in accordance with the principles established by the UEFA Club Competitions Committee, as a priority must be given to the domestic cup winners, Chelsea. The calendar of the quarter-finals, including the potential reversal of the match of Arsenal, will be communicated soon after the draw at approximately 13:45. The calendar of the semi-final matches, again including the potential reversal, will be communicated to all the parties on the 19th of April at the latest after the quarter-finals. So, we are ready. The clubs spell out the names of these great clubs: Arsenal, Benfica, Chelsea, Eintracht Frankfurt, Napoli, Slavia Praha, Valencia, and Villarreal Club de Football. So we are ready. Pierre, I shuffle these balls for you, and you are the ones having to tell us the pairings for the 4 matches. First team drawn.
Napoli.
So the first team drawn is Napoli, the winner in 1989. And yes, please. And the team which appeared twice in the quarterfinals and both times progressed to the semifinals. The last time was in 2015. So Napoli will face
Arsenal.
Napoli will face Arsenal FC. So Arsenal paired with Napoli, Arsenal finalists back in 2000. And for the second consecutive season, appearing in the quarterfinals of the UEFA Europa League. Napoli-Arsenal, it's definitely a great tie. A worthwhile one.
Villarreal.
Villarreal is the next club, so the home team of the second quarterfinal. Villarreal, last appearance in the quarterfinals was in 2016, where they also progressed to the semifinals. So they've been semifinalists for 3 times.
Valencia.
And, Villarreal will play their cousins of Valencia, CF, so an all-Spanish tie between Villarreal and Valencia. Spanish derby. Will certainly be exciting.
Benfica.
Now Benfica, one of your former clubs, Pierre, and so you have to be careful who you give them. But there is no luck here, I think, because there is strength everywhere. So Benfica.
Eintracht Frankfurt.
And for Benfica, one of the best performers of this season, 10 games without a defeat, Eintracht Frankfurt. So Benfica versus Eintracht. So we have only one tie which is left to be drawn. Let's see it.
Slavia Prague.
So the first club is Slavia Praga. Slavia Praga, outstanding as well in these matches. And yesterday their match was a thriller with the last gasp goal, which sent Slavia Praga in the extra times to the quarterfinals. And Slavia
Chelsea.
will play against Chelsea FC, and as announced, Chelsea has the same sequence as Arsenal, which means that the tie of Arsenal will be reversed, and Arsenal will have to play at home their leg with Napoli. So this is all for the quarterfinals, but we have now to draw the remainder of the path to Baku. And this is the draw for the semifinals, which will be an integral draw among the 4 teams which qualify from the quarterfinals, indicated as winners of quarterfinals 1 to 4. Again, the club drawn first will play the first leg at home. We have prepared the 4 balls, which are here. Pierre.
Quarterfinal 1.
Quarterfinals 1 will provide the first semi-finalists in the first leg at home. So one between Napoli and Arsenal. They will be opposed to the winners of this semi-final.
Quarterfinal 2.
This quarterfinal. Sorry, quarterfinal 2. Actually, Villarreal or Valencia will have to play against Napoli or Arsenal.
Quarterfinal 3.
Then quarterfinal 3, Benfica or Eintracht. Against the winners of the only quarterfinal, which has not been drawn yet.
Quarterfinal 4.
Quarterfinal 4. So Benfica or Eintracht will face in the semifinals Slavia Praha or Chelsea FC. And now, purely for organizational and operational reasons, we have to determine by draw which team is to be considered as the home team in the final, the winners of semifinal 1 or the winners of semifinal 2. As I said, this for operational reasons, they will be treated equally. The final will take place on the 29th of May 2019 at the Baku Olympic Stadium. So these are the 2 balls. Pierre, you can tell us, please, which semi-finalists will be considered as the home team and mentioned first in the tie.
Semi-final 2.
Semi-finalists 2, Benfica or Eintracht, Slavia or Chelsea. So winners of semi-final 2 versus, let's show also the other paper to demonstrate that everything is correct.
Semi-final 1.
Semi-final 1, so Napoli or Arsenal, Villarreal or Valencia will be the away team in the final. With this, that's all. Thank you very much, Pierre.
You're welcome.
And we can just comment on the draw.
Yeah, let's look forward to the matches here in the draw for the quarterfinals. How did you feel about it?
Good.
Yeah? Happy with the result?
Happy with the result. I think looking at my former club Benfica, they got a tough draw. Frankfurt is a very good team who beat Inter Milan. So yeah, all excited. The two London clubs not playing against each other, I think they're also very happy. Unfortunately for the Spanish teams, yeah.
Well, you know, I was supposed to recap the draw, but you've done it for me, so I don't have much else to say. I'm lying. I do have a little bit more to say. I can talk to you about the calendar. I can tell you that these two legs are scheduled for the 11th and also the 18th of April. The semi-finals will then take place on the 2nd and 9th of May, with the final, of course, being held in Baku on the 29th of May. And talking about the final, I do have one more exciting note for you before we leave, and that is the cue for my colleague Isabel to come in. We can tell you that fans have been applying for tickets for the 2019 UEFA Europa League final since the 7th of March 2019. Thank you, Isabel. And fans around the world can apply for the final by using their phones, hopefully not as big as this one. More good news, you can do it until the 21st of March, so still quite a bit of time to do so, to make sure that you don't miss a final that surely will be fantastic in Baku. That'll do it from all of us. Isabel, Giorgio, Pierre, thank you very much, everyone also here in Nyon, for being with us. It's goodbye from the House of European Football here in Switzerland.